de bacalhau. It's a cod fritter or cod croquette, and this is what we're making today. And it's just amazing and easy dish that you can have on a dinner party with some beers. Have some good beer with it because it's just perfect together. And of course, the main ingredients is the salt cod, which is the bacalhau, also some onions and garlic, parsley, spring onions, the potato, which is also a very important ingredient, and that's what we are cooking. Bolinho de Bacalhau is the perfect example how the explorers shaped the way we eat today. Potatoes comes from the Americas, was first cultivated by the Incas and taken to Europe by the Spanish conquistadores. Codfish was already a commodity since the Vikings period, and the Norwegians was using dry cod during their travels. Then the Portuguese was like, whoa, that's nice, I want some of that too. And they start fishing bacalhau, drying it and taking it around with them. And now we Brazilians just love it. The first step that we want to do of the bolinho de bacalhau is baking the potato. And I'm using the Yukon potato today because this is the most easy ones to find it around. It's a waxy, floury potato. It's kind of in between, but you also can use a more floury potato like this pink red potato. They have different names, depends where you're from. And this is going to be the first step of the bolinho. So we're going to bake the potatoes because I want them to not soak any water, and baking the potatoes will dry more the potatoes instead of boiling the potato. So you just want to add it on a tray, a little bit of oil around just to help to have the heat even all over the potato. Give a little massage on the potato, you know. So we're going to add the potato in the oven without breaking the oven, and let it bake for around 40 minutes until it's nice and soft. I already have here some potatoes that I already baked to go ahead and not take too long to record this video. And you want the potatoes very, very soft. That means that when you put the knife on, you feel no resistance. See how the knife went? Ooh, even fell. And we're going to peel it, the potato, but it needs to be hot still. Okay, to do this because it will make it easier to do so. And we want to mash this potato. This bacalhau is ready to go. You just need to prep the bacalhau beforehand. So to do that, you just need to keep your bacalhau in water for 24 hours, but remember to change the water every 6 hours. This will hydrate again your bacalhau. Now we're going to cook the bacalhau for about 15 minutes. Don't let it boil, okay? Let it simmer. So don't just let the water get hot enough, but don't let it get like too bubbly. Now in the meantime, let's chop some onions. Now that I finished to chop the onions, the garlic and everything, I will start the refogado. So just going to sweat the onions and the garlic with some salt and pepper, and I'm using a little bit of olive oil to do that. Eu estarei com você. E se você desejar por momento me ter, feche os olhos com fé, com beijo doce estarei a te corresponder. Sempre sentirei você. Nice. and soft. Just gonna finish with lots of parsley and lots of spring onions as well. Just gonna keep it here for now. The heat is off. And now the bacalhau is ready. So I'm just going to drain that. And actually you can save this water as well because it has so much flavor, and maybe you can cook a rice with, maybe make some risotto. Risotto sounds nice, no? Great. So I have it here, a strainer, a cheesecloth, and the bacalhau is gonna go right on the cheesecloth. You can use any like kitchen towel, but like, you know, a nice clean kitchen towel. And we want to see all the steam, right? All this water evaporating. We want to get rid of this. So that's why I put in this cheesecloth, because we can just squeeze it, woo, very hard, and take this water out. Wait a bit to get it a little less hot. It's a good idea. See how much water is coming out, right? I'm going to see how much potatoes I have, because I like to use the same amount of potato and for the same amount of the bacalhau. Actually, I add more bacalhau. So I have about 500 grams over here. So I'm gonna weight that 700 grams. Is that right? 600 grams. No, 700 grams. 600 grams will be 20%, right? 600 grams will be 20% amount of bacalhau. 20% more of bacalhau. So now I'm just going to mash the potato. And I'm using this guy over here that my Dutch friends probably knows what it is, huh? They use it every day to make stamppot. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 egg in the center over here. Just gonna use the wooden spoon to have to give it more volume and add some air to the potatoes. To add the potato to the bacalhau. Faz feliz também. The amount of egg, of course, it always depends how your potatoes are going. So it's the bolinho de bacalhau. It's a lot about the filling. We want a quite dry dough, but not too dry. I'm going to show you guys once it has the good amount. Of course, I keep losing things. And since I took a lot of the salt of the bacalhau, I'm going to add a little bit more, but just a pinch, okay? So it's still quite loose. So I'm gonna add 1 more egg. Also going to add the season. Já voltei, viajei, desfrutei, me perdi, me achei. All right, it's nice and mixed. I tried. And this is the consistency that we want. See, like you can roll it without sticking too much on your hand. This is perfect. This is what I was talking about recipe. You need to feel better and know what the end result you want. I was planning to put 3 eggs on, but in the end, 2 eggs were more than enough. Eggs also change their sizes. Of course, it's small, medium, large. So yeah, so this is what we're looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge now for about 20 minutes. This will be good to make the dough a little bit more firm, and you will be able to shape better after to fry. You're gonna have a better result in the end. So the bacalhau chill a bit, got some rest in the fridge. It's a little bit more firm now. And we want just to get like a palm the amount, right? But my hands is not, of course, everyone's hands is a different size. But I like to shape like this. This reminds me the bolinho de bacalhau that you can find in São Paulo. And then we're gonna fry that on some oil that I mixed with some olive oil to have a little bit of taste of the olive oil as well.
O bom é que quando se tem amigos, os ombros se multiplicam para o seu choro lavar. Pois sabem que a vida é passageira, dentre todas essas riquezas, faz parte chorar.
Now it's time to fry the bolinho de bacalhau. And we are going to fry it on olive oil and regular oil. You can use just the regular like vegetable oil as well. I know olive oil can be a bit pricey. I got olive oil that has a quite strong flavor, and also olive oil burns quite easily for deep frying. So I don't really like to use it. Some cultures use it a lot, like the Greeks, the Portuguese, they fry a lot with olive oil. I like to mix both. Right? It's up to you. The end result will be amazing. So don't stress about it. So the oil is nice and hot already. And you can always test with a little bit of a patty. So you can get, you know, a little piece of the bolinho, put it over there and see. And if it rises quite fast like this, it's because it's ready to go. Don't be scared of the oil. If you go closer to the oil, it's safer. Okay, because if you drop far of the oil, because you're too scared to go close and burn yourself, it's gonna splash on you. Bolinho, I love you. You are the best. It's just too good. A bit of pepper as well, like hot sauce. It's also amazing. And it's just the easiest thing ever to do it, and I think you should do it as well. Let me know if you did, how you like the recipe, and cook and enjoy more bolinhos de bacalhau in your life. Thank you for watching. Ciao.